Hello, my name is Austin Garcia, and this is my Milestone 4 project for business analytics at NTSU in the spring semester of 2025. And the data set that I chose to do my analysis on is a car sales data set that I found on Kaggle. And I asked myself, regarding the data set, the questions that I asked were which models or which makes sold the best, and which locations within the that the deal with the which dealership locations sold the best was my second question. And I prepared 4 visualizations that we'll go over in the video, and then I have a dashboard and the story points to go over. So we're going to be going through all of that right now. So my story point number 1 is about this graph that has the makes and their sales. So this one says the Chevrolet tops the chart with 1,819 car sales, making it the most sold brand in the dealership's data set. This suggests strong customer preference, availability, or effective sales strategies for Chevrolet vehicles. And then my story point number 2 says brands like Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, and Mitsubishi show notable sales volumes, with Volkswagen reaching 1,333 units. This highlights a healthy interest in non-domestic models among customers. Brands like Nissan and Toyota, though major players in the broader market, show relatively lower sales here. This may reflect inventory gaps, pricing strategies, or regional brand preferences, areas worth investigating further. So story point 2 has a pie chart with the 3 colors that were in colors of cars: red, black, and pale white. So this says with 11,256 units sold, pale white leads all other colors in total sales. This could reflect customer preferences for clean, neutral tones or a larger available inventory. The clear dominance of light and neutral colors, pale white and black, could guide future inventory planning, stocking more of what customers are likely to purchase. And this was my regional sales, and it has the number of sales that each of these dealerships had in their relation to the US, with 117,193 in revenue. Texas outperforms all other regions. This indicates a major sales hub, possibly due to high dealership volume or large vehicle purchases. Despite being densely populated, the Northeast Pennsylvania is showing lower sales compared to the Midwest and Texas. This could signal an opportunity for targeted marketing or dealership expansion. And story point number 4. Revenue was low in January and February, with totals at just 21,700 and 20,600. This may reflect seasonal trends or post-holiday slowdowns common in the automotive industry. The year closes with the highest monthly revenue in December, indicating powerful finish to the sales year. This trend can inform next year's marketing focus on Q4 performance. And here we have a look at my dealership analysis. So these are all 4 of the visualizations that I created, and we can separate it by year, such as 2022, and we see that the numbers change, and 2023, and we can also put all for combining both years. For body style, there's hardtop, hatchback, passenger, sedan, SUV. And then we have the gender. We can separate it by female, and we can separate it by male. And we can even do specifics like male, SUV, and 2023. So that's just some of the analysis that I was able to do with this data set. Chevrolet had the most amount of sales compared to all of them, with Dodge not too far behind Chevrolet, Dodge, and Ford being the top 3 models with the most amount of sales. We see that pale white is the color that is the most popular and the most desirable one, with black being second place and red being a distant third. And then we have our regional sales, where we see that Texas makes the most. Meanwhile, our Middletown region and Aurora region are the worst performing locations for the dealership. And then we look at the revenue sales, where we see that January and February are particular lulls in terms of sales, and that September and December, or the end of the year, mark the highest the sales can usually go. So that is my analysis of this car sales data set, and I would conclude that Texas is doing the best, but the Midwest and the East Coast need a little bit more love due to their lower sales and a greater degree of inventory on white, because it's the most popular by and far away. And Chev, Dodge, and Ford are the 3 most popular models that this dealership has to offer, and some better marketing or marketing strategies to utilize in January and February to ensure that sales can go up. So that's about it. So yeah.